guys, what's going on? It's me, Tim. I'm out here doing another hiking video. It is a Friday evening. I had to wait for the temperatures to come down just a little bit. It was pretty hot today, probably close to 90, maybe in the 90s. It's about 7 p.m. right now, so things should start cooling off, but we're gonna do a pretty interesting hike today. This is one that I have done before. I was hoping that somebody would join me because we're actually going to be checking out a mine shaft, and you never want to do something like that by yourself, so I'm going to take as many precautions as I can. But to start out, we are at the access to the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, and you can see that we'll get access to the Indian Trail and the Hidden Valley Trail. We'll be taking the Hidden Valley Trail up along this ridge here and up above that rock ledge. Actually, I don't think I'm going to go that far up. So to get to this starting point, what you want to do is start out on the 22nd Street trailhead. I started out at the top of 21st Street, like I always do. And you just come along the access road and you'll see the sign for the Bonneville Shoreline Trail. And it will list the Indian Trail and the Hidden Valley Trail. So we will be going to Hidden Valley via the Indian Trail. I'm excited to do this. So to get to where we're going, just keep these markers in view. As long as you're on the Indian Trail, you're in the right spot. But you just want to follow these main routes here. Once you get up here, if you've never been up here before, you'll see the pretty well traveled trails. Those are the ones you want to stay on to get to the Indian Trail. This hike, as far as difficulty goes, getting up to where we're going along the Hidden Valley Trail isn't too far or too hard. But once you get off the trail to the mine shafts, then that's where it can get a little tricky. So I'm gonna rate this one a hard hike. But hopefully we'll get a nice sunset as we're coming down off the mountain. This is one that I've been wanting to show you guys for a while. I did it, I think, last year for the first time. Maybe it was 2 years ago. It was really cool, kind of scary. And hopefully I brought enough items to light up the cave as I'm in there. But we'll see once we get up there. I probably said this before in previous videos, but Hidden Valley Trail is one of my favorite hikes to do. I might feature that on this series, but I did say in my last video that I want to camp by myself up in Hidden Valley, which seems kind of scary to me. The reason being is there's mountain lions that have been spotted up here. Not that I've ever heard of a mountain lion attack in this area, but when you're laying there at night and you hear noises by yourself, it could be kind of terrifying. But yeah, Hidden Valley, if you haven't done it, I'd recommend it. And what I'm gonna show you is how to get to Hidden Valley. It's a pretty popular trail. There's a lot of resources on how to find it, but just in case, this will help you find the right turnoff. So just keep an eye out for these markers. They'll keep you in the right direction. I don't have Dewey with me because I don't have anywhere to put him while exploring. In case you didn't know, Dewey's my dog. But I love bringing him along. He's good company, and he gets some pretty sweet shots when I hook the action camera to his back. So anyway, I'm going to travel along the Indian Trail now for quite some time, and then I'll show you what to look for the turnoff to Hidden Valley Trail. Stay tuned. 5 years ago, there's a pretty gnarly fire up here that burnt most of this hillside. It's recovered pretty nicely, but you can see remnants of that in this tree right here, and all along the trail you'll see burnt trees and stuff. Luckily no homes were burned, but they were definitely threatened down there. You can see the homes down there, how close they are. Yeah, let's keep on going to Indian Trail. Actually, I'm already on Indian Trail. This one's a good one to do in the morning or the evening, just because it is pretty exposed. There's not a ton of shade until you get into the canyon if you're doing the full trail. So definitely wouldn't recommend this one midday, especially in the summertime. It's about 7:15 and it's still pretty hot up here. Lots of things crawling around in the bushes. You might be able to catch some audio of those. But you gotta be vigilant. As I mentioned in my last video, a guy got bit by some snake up here and the search and rescue had to come. I don't know any more than that. I'm assuming it was a rattlesnake. So just be mindful of those. Should have put sunscreen on my head. I just got a haircut today from the one and only Mason Hardy at Thomas Hardy Salons. If you need someone to cut your hair, man and women, he does both. He's a stylist. He's the man. This is not sponsored. I just thought I'd give him a shout out as I'm walking along here. But this fade might get a little sunburn on the left-hand side. I'm kind of feeling it. Indian Trail is another area favorite. You're rewarded with some amazing views at the entrance of Ogden Canyon, as well as the whole valley. Hopefully we capture a nice sunset tonight. I don't plan on being up here too long. This is a fairly short hike. You can get up and back in about an hour and a half, maybe less depending on your cadence. So keep an eye out for these outcroppings. This is the third one that we've passed. And this is how you'll know that you're getting close to the turnoff for the Hidden Valley. You'll actually pass 3 of these. And then you'll know to look along the right-hand side to look out for the Hidden Valley Trail. Got a crazy sounding bug in there. I'd say it's a cricket or a grasshopper. I don't know though. It's pretty loud. Anyway, we are to the turnoff. You can see it's pretty prominent. There's kind of these rock stairs. But yeah, once you pass your third outcropping, then know to look right, because if you're not really looking for it, then this is easy to miss. This is where this trail gets kind of tricky. Hidden Valley is definitely pretty steep. The trail is nice, but yeah, there's some pretty significant inclines. We're on the Hidden Valley Trail now. There's a little bit more shade once you get onto the trail, but still not much. This is a good early morning or later evening hike. You can see it's pretty steep. Keeping an eye out for critters. All right, so you keep a pretty steady incline up here. And what we're looking for is the first grass clearing, which, if my memory serves me correctly, it's right up over this hill. All right, so you don't have to get, flies on me. You don't have to get too far up the Hidden Valley Trail. Trying to get this fly off me. Anyway, you don't have to get too far off the Hidden Valley Trail to get to where the turnoff is. It's about 100 yards up, I would say. I don't know if you can see this, but right there you can still see the Indian Trail going that way. So you can see we're not very far off of it to get here. But what you're looking for, let me get my shadow out of the way, is a path through these trees, and you just scramble straight up through them. So that's where we're gonna go. But I'm gonna take a minute to rest and just catch my breath and get a drink of water and enjoy this amazing view. There's not much that beats this. That is for sure. We're not very far from the skydiving plane. Might look far away in the video, but it's probably 500 feet above us is all. All right, it's time to start climbing up this trail here. Yeah, basically you just follow it straight up. If you didn't know this was here, you'd probably miss it. I know I did the first several times I went up into the Hidden Valley. But if going off the beaten path isn't your thing, then I'd recommend just following Hidden Valley Trail and getting up into there and enjoying your time up there. But yeah, if you didn't know this was here, you'd probably never find it. It is a bit of a scramble though. A lot of loose dirt. It's not really gravelly, but not the easiest terrain either. The first several yards into the tunnel is a bunch of scrub oak leaves. You don't know what's crawling around in there. But it looks like you get to the end of the trail. But actually, we gotta bust through these bushes or scrub oak to get up to it. This is the first bit of shade I felt all along this trail. But you just keep following it through and we're almost there. It's kind of a cool feature. We're standing on what I assume are tailings from the mine. What tailings are is the rocks and debris that they remove out as they're blasting and digging. So we got these tailings fields here. You can see where I'm going. Just right there, it's like 20 feet away. So we're getting close. All right guys, so I made it. I can see the entrance to the tunnel. This is the Hidden Valley mine shaft. It's probably hard to even see in there right now. I'll be honest, it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. But you can't beat this view. Alright, so here I am, chilling at the mouth of the entrance. But I wouldn't recommend it for anyone. I'm not telling anyone to come up here and do this. In fact, I'd encourage you not to. If anything, just come, look at the entrance and admire it from there, but do not go in here. I'm about to go in. I want to show you guys what it looks like in here, but I am in no way endorsing anyone else to come in here. I just wanted to make that clear. And if you're watching this video, then you know I made it out. So I'm gonna get ready to go in. I'm gonna look like kind of a goober, but I brought a helmet. I have my DJI Osmo Action. Funny thing about this helmet is it's the Lime scooter helmets that they were giving out for free. But I got my This Is Ogden sticker on there, so gotta promote the brand. Anyway, I'm gonna wear this helmet. I have a headlamp. I'm gonna use the light on my phone connected to the Osmo Pocket. And then I also have rigged up something that I'll show you once I'm in there, because at the end of this mine shaft is a pretty deep hole, and I want to see if we can get some views down that hole. All right, here I am, looking like a giant dweeb. The safety first. Got my Osmo Action, and we're gonna go in. Okay, so it's already significantly cooler in here and very, very musty. Now, I think the thing that wigs me out the most is that when I was doing some research on this place, just kind of brushing up on it, trying to find out the origins. Somebody said they saw some glowing eyes down at the end, so I can't think about that right now. Who knows, I might not even make it all the way down, but I'm gonna go as far as I dare. That's a fly or a hornet flying around. I really don't encourage anyone to do this by themselves. Yeah, I definitely don't love this. Some water dripping. Look at that. Crazy. I mean, you see plenty of sunlight the whole way. Like, oh geez. Like there's some old bedding and stuff in there. Hard to see. Oh geez. I don't know why I'm whispering. It gets pretty narrow too. That's something to keep in mind as you're doing this. Or, I'm not gonna even say do this. Don't do this. Check that out. Like, there's old bedding and stuff. You never know what you're gonna find. Gets pretty cramped though. I'm just going a little bit at a time. Making sure I don't see anything moving. That's the last thing I'd want. But yeah, you can see I'm pretty far back in here. And there's still a little ways to go. Now down at the end of this is a pretty significant drop off, so that's another thing to be careful about. I gotta get past this low area here. And then it opens back up. Let's just hope the big one doesn't hit while I'm down here. You can see it doesn't, you can't really see the entrance to the cave or the shaft, but I am to the end of it. Now this is the part that really sketches me out. You might be able to see this. But that is a huge drop off. That goes straight down. Like, I'm five feet away from it, and I do not want to go much closer. So I rigged up a GoPro with a headlamp on it that I was going to send down over the edge. I don't know if I'm feeling it right now. I don't know if my setup is secure enough. I've never noticed that, but it looks like, let's see if we can shine my light up there. Not much light. I should have brought a better headlamp, but looks like there's a hole that goes straight up too. Now what I've been told about this place is it's an exploratory mine, just to like look for a certain vein of gold or silver or whatever they were looking for. I don't know much more about it than that. I might come back and do the GoPro with the flashlight, either that or come back with somebody who has some rappelling skills and go down there, because I heard you can rappel down there too, so that might be kind of cool. But anyway, I think I'm done in here. Like I said, I don't love it. Not smart to be in here by myself, so I'm gonna go ahead and head back out. I will say this though, it is a nice break from the heat outside. That's for sure. I bet it's 60 degrees in here, maybe 70. Turn that off now. This is a really awkward shot. But you know what? I did it. I brought you guys in here so you don't have to do this. And with 20 more feet to go, I live to tell about it. I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm definitely gonna have to do a part 2 of that and check out that drop. A little winded. That was an exercise. But that's it. The Hidden Valley mine shaft. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me catch my breath. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my breath for the most part. Anyway, this is the Hidden Valley mine shaft. It's a fun hike. If you're gonna do it, only come to the entrance. Don't go in there like I did. And again, I'd rate this one a hard. But just remember, I did this hike, so you don't have to. And don't go in there. Do not.